Okay, so we're going to start with the rib suspension exercise that will help you to hold the ribs up off the lungs while you're singing, which will definitely help you with your breath control in general and especially on those longer phrases. In a moment, I'm going to get you to place your hands on your lower rib cage again, like we did when we isolated the rib area in the inhalation section earlier. When we breathe in, we're going to expand the rib cage as before. However, this time, rather than letting the rib cage drop or collapse when you exhale or breathe out like this, breathe in, expand, and when I breathe out, my ribs drop. See how they sink back down? So instead, this time we're going to learn how to hold the ribs out and keep them expanded like this. So I'm breathing in, expand, and then when I breathe out, my ribs don't move. They stay up there. An excellent way to learn how to do this is by letting all of the air out of your body and then pulling your tummy in from behind your belly button as if you're trying to make your belly as flat or as thin as possible, like this. Okay, try that with me now. On the count of 3, let all of the air out of your body and then pull your tummy in nice and flat and pay close attention to what happens to your rib cage. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Breath out and pull your tummy in. And hold and relax. And again, breathe out and pull your tummy in. And hold and relax. Notice how your rib cage expands and moves upwards. This is exactly what we want it to be doing when we're singing. We want it to stay off the lungs. Okay, so we're going to do it again now, only this time, once we've pulled our tummies in, we're going to fill our lungs with air. We're then going to very slowly release that air, but instead of allowing our ribs to collapse, we're going to hold them in that state of suspension, like this. So breath out, tummy in, and breathe in. And when I breathe out, my ribs stay up there. Only my tummy goes back in. So when doing this exercise, it's important to only let the lower part of your abdomen contract or move inwards. This way, rather than your rib cage collapsing, it remains buoyant, which assists your lungs in staying inflated for longer. Ready to do that with me now? So on the count of 3, we're going to let all of the air out, suck our tummies in, and then fill our lungs with air. Then we're going to release it slowly while keeping our ribs up. So in other words, resist the pull of those internal intercostals when you're exhaling. Got all that? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let the breath out and pull your tummy in and breathe in. Gradually fill your lungs with air. Okay, now we're going to breathe out very slowly. Keep those ribs up, breathe out. Now again, pull your tummy in and breathe in slowly and fill the lungs. And gradually release that air, keeping your ribs up. Pull your tummy in. And one more. Pull your tummy in and fill your lungs with air. Now keep those ribs up as you exhale. And relax. Oh, it's a workout. Fabulous. So that is a tough exercise, but once you get that technique going, you'll notice incredible improvements in the quality of your tone and the extended length of the phrases that you're able to sing through. So I just want to be sure that you know that you don't have to suck your tummy in each time you take a breath for singing. This exercise is just to get you in touch with those intercostals and what it feels like to use them. Ultimately, when you're singing, you'll inhale correctly, expanding your rib cage, and as you inhale, and then as you're singing, use the technique you just learned during the rib suspension exercise in order to keep your ribs expanded throughout the phrase. Remember to use this technique whenever you sing. Use it on every phrase And you'll find that it'll not only help you to eliminate breathy tone because you're not letting all the air out at once, but you'll also find that your stamina when singing increases because you're not exhausting your body by continuously running out of breath. So please keep practicing it every day until you master it, and then practice it some more. Now, as this is a coordination and strength training exercise, it may take some time for you to get the hang of this, but bear with it and keep practicing because it will give you that extra precious 2 or 3 seconds at the end of a very long phrase. Okay, so suspending the rib cage is one way you can control your breath while singing. In the next section, we're going to incorporate the use of our abs to increase that control.